Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily. Today we're going to be moving through a creative mandala flow. So it's a vinyasa flow that moves in circles around the mat. It's going to be really fun, really creative, and also quite challenging at times. So definitely more of an intermediate to advanced style of practice. So without further ado, let's get started. We're going to make our way into child's pose. My favorite starting position for YouTube. So let's go ahead and bring the forehead down on the mat. Close your eyes. And let's start by taking a deep breath in. Exhale through the mouth, let it go. Maybe adding some side to side movements, just really getting into the hips. Feeling a very gentle stretch in the lower back. And then let's slowly round the spine as you move forward into tabletop. And then let's move into cat and cow, breathing in, open up front body. Exhale, push the mat away, round the spine. Inhale to open. Exhale, round. Breathing in. Exhale, round. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale, round. And last one. Let's hold here. Let's tuck the toes, pull the hips back and up, downward facing dog. And you can start to bend and straighten the legs, wiggling the hips side to side, maybe shaking out the head. And breathing in, right leg rises. Bend the right knee, open up the hip, and let's hold it here. Circle out your ankle. And make sure to keep straightening your right arm, trying to bring weight back into the right hand. And let's switch directions of the circles. Breathing out, knee to nose. Let's step the right foot between the hands. Anjanasana, inhale. As you breathe out, half splits, airplane wings. So straightening that right leg. And then we're going to pivot to the back of the mat. So the left hand will find the back left corner. So a little bit more behind you. Untuck the toes so that you can pivot on your left knee. And then let's stretch the right arm over the right ear. Let's reach the right arm up. And then pick up your left knee. Let's hold for 3, 2, and 1. Release the left knee. Let's come all the way back to the top of the mat. Frame your right foot and lift your left leg into a lunge. Exhale, straighten the right leg, pyramid pose. One more breath here. And then let's bend the right knee again, plant the left hand, right arm reaches up, and we're going to come into wild thing. Right foot steps behind the left leg. As you breathe out, let's drop the hips once. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, high plank. Breathe in, breathe out, lower halfway. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. High plank. Back to downward facing dog. Breathe in, left leg rises. Bend the left knee, open up the hip. And let's hold here, straightening both arms, circling out your left ankle in one direction and the other. As you breathe out, close the hips, knee to nose. Let's step the left foot between the hands. Anjanasana, inhale. 2 more breaths. And then as you breathe out, pull the hips back, half splits, airplane wings. And let's untuck the right toes. We're pivoting to the back of the mat. Right hand goes to the back right corner. Left arm reaches over the left ear. And I'm just emphasizing this right hand because it's going to be important for later on. Good. Let's make our way back to the top of the mat. Frame your left foot, lunge. And then straighten the left leg, pyramid pose. Let's rebend the left knee, plant the right hand, left arm reaches up, wild thing on the right hand, left foot steps behind your right leg. As you breathe out, let's lower the hips. Inhale, lift, exhale, high plank. Lower halfway and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, high plank. Come all the way down to the belly. Let's bring the hands off the mat to either side. Tent the fingers, elbows point up. Inhale, lift from the strength of your back. Exhale, lower, oscillating cobra. Inhale, lift for 4. Exhale, lower. 3. 2. And 1. Hands come underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes, high plank. Downward facing dog, breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more breaths here, maybe shaking out the head. And then we're going to do 3 rounds of awakening sun salutations. Let's come high on the toes. Bend the knees, look forward, step or float feet to the outsides of the hands, active squat. Exhale, straighten legs, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands. Let's step or jump back into a push-up. And then bring your knees and elbows to the floor. Pull through upward facing dog or any other variation of vinyasa that you prefer. We meet back, downward facing dog, breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more, come high on the toes. Bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Active squat. Exhale, straighten the legs, hands to heart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, plant the hands, step or jump back. Push up. Knees and elbows to floor. Pull through upward facing dog as you breathe in. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more at your own pace. Don't worry if you forget something, it's okay. Exhale, straightening the legs, moving at your own breath. And we meet back in our downward facing dog, breathing in and breathing out. 2 more breaths. On your next inhale, right leg rises. Bend the right knee, let's open up the hip, wild thing. Exhale, drop the hips once. Inhale, lift, bring your right hand down on the mat, right knee to left elbow. Extend your right leg out, fallen star. Now we're going to bend the left knee, so turn your left toes so they point to the back of the mat. Bend the left knee, bring your hips to the left heel. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Left knee pulls into the left shoulder. And let's step the left foot forward. Inhale, active squat. Exhale, low boat. Make your way down. Arms reach above the head. And then come all the way back up to high mountain, with or without the help of the hands. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Plant the hands, step or jump back, your vinyasa. One breath here in downward facing dog. And then left leg rises, inhale. Bend the left knee, open up the hip, flip it over. Let's bring the left hand down, fallen star, left knee to right elbow. Right arm reaches up. And let's bend that right knee 3 times, sending hips to heel for 3, 2, 1. Right foot steps over the left leg to the top of the mat. Left foot steps to the top, left corner, active squat. Low boat, maybe arms reach overhead. Come all the way up, high mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, breathe in. Let's plant the hands, optional crow pose. The wrists have gone through quite a bit already, so if you want to skip this one, no problem. Let's make our way for 3. Ooh, slippery. 2 and 1. Step or jump back. Chaturanga. Deep breath in and out. Now we're going to take tiny little steps up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's bend the knees, roll up, high mountain. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Right knee comes into the chest. Let's interlace the hands around the right knee and hold here. Now, peace fingers of the right hand will wrap around the right big toe. Let's extend the right leg out. And then slowly, let's open up the hip. Right leg opens out to the right. Keep focusing on your standing leg, growing nice and tall through the spine, through the crown of the head. Now we're going to tilt the pelvis back and reach the chest forward. You might want to let go of that right foot. Keep a bend in your left leg. Let's release the right foot and then circle that right leg all the way around so it steps on the left side of your mat, so behind your left leg. Pause here for a moment. And then let's bring the right hand down, left arm reaches up. Now we did this movement in reverse, so let's step the left foot over the right leg to the back of the mat. Fallen star. Exhale, bend the left knee for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lift. Exhale, left hand comes down. Cross your left ankle over the right knee, down dog figure 4 for 3. Keep pulling your right knee back for 2 and micro bend your left leg here. And 1. Wild thing on the left hand, so keep that right leg bent. Let's start to lift the right hand, pivot into wild thing. Exhale, drop the hips once. Inhale, lift the hips. Now right foot steps to the top of the mat, with or without the help of the right hand. Reach both arms forward, hold. And then airplane pose. Let's swoop the arms back, left leg lifts for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come down, lunge into high plank, your vinyasa. Breathe in and breathe out. Little steps all the way up to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Let's roll up high mountain. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Left knee into the chest. Now let's grab the peace fingers of the left hand around the left big toe and slowly extend the left leg out. And making sure to pull that left shoulder back. Slowly open up the hip. And then we're going to tilt forward. So bringing your chest down, trying to keep the spine parallel to the floor. And then let's let go of the foot, try to keep it in the air. Circle that left leg around nice and slowly. Hands come to the heart space. We land the outer blade of the left foot on the right of the mat. Left hand finds the floor, right arm reaches up. Right foot steps over the left leg to fallen star. Exhale, 3 times bend this right knee for 3, 2, and 1. Right hand comes down. Let's bring the left ankle over the right knee, figure 4. So a little stretch for your outer left hip here. And then we're going to pivot into wild thing. So step your left foot behind the right leg, open up the chest. Exhale, lower the hips 1 time. Inhale, lift the hips. Now let's pull that left knee into the chest. Left foot steps to the top of the mat. Both arms reach forward. Power lunge. And as you breathe out, airplane pose. And then slowly let's release. Step back, high plank, chaturanga. Breathing in. Exhale, release. Now we're going to really flow in a mandala, so going around the mat, doing everything we did, stitching things together, adding in some new poses. So we'll flow slowly the first time, and we'll try not to get lost. Let's take a deep breath in, come high on the toes, bend the knees, look forward, step or float, halfway lift, top of the mat. Exhale to fold. High mountain rise. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Let's bring the right knee into the chest. Peace fingers of the right hand grab the right big toe. Let's extend right leg forward. Open up the hip. If you need to keep that right leg bent, you can. And let's tilt the upper body forward. Release the right leg, circle right leg all the way around to the left. Right hand finds the floor, left arm reaches up. Left foot steps over the right leg, fallen star. Let's just bend the left knee once. Inhale, straighten. Left hand comes down. Down dog, figure 4. Right ankle crosses over your left knee. Deep breath in and out. Wild thing on your left hand, so the right hand lifts off the mat. Pivot. Exhale, drop the hips once. Inhale, lift the hips, right foot steps to the top of the mat. Power lunge. Exhale, airplane pose. Now we add on left knee into the chest. Peace fingers, the left hand grab the left big toe. Let's extend the left leg out. 2 more breaths here. And we're going to go into dancer's pose, trying to keep the left hand connected to the left foot as you transition. So just flipping the grip here, holding the inside of your left foot, right arm reaches up. Slowly start to kick into your left hand, and let's hold our dancer for 5. Good. Slowly, warrior 3. Reach both arms forward, kick your left leg back. Now, as you breathe out, step your left foot to the back of the mat. Half splits, airplane wings. We've been here in the very beginning of the practice. Left hand finds the back of the mat. Untuck your left toes. Side bend, right arm reaches over your right ear. Okay, I know this is where we can get a little confused, so I'll take a moment. And now we're going to lift the right arm up, push into your left hand, lift your left knee. Let's extend the left leg out, fallen star. 1 time, bend your right knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, right hand comes down on the mat. So now we're facing the back of the mat. Left ankle crosses over the right knee. Down dog, figure 4. Let's pivot into wild thing on the right hand. Left foot steps behind the right leg. Exhale, lower the hips once. Inhale, lift. Left foot steps to the top of the mat. Power lunge, inhale. Exhale, airplane pose. Inhale, right knee into the chest. Exhale, figure 4. Peace fingers around the right big toes. Let's extend that right leg forward. And then we're gonna come into dancer. Flipping the grip on your right foot. Left arm reaches up. Slowly kick into the right hand. And let's release, warrior 3. Exhale, send it back. Half splits, airplane wings. Right hand comes behind you. Side bend over your left ear. Left arm reaches up. Let's push into the right hand. Extend your right leg forward. Bend the left knee once. Inhale, straighten. Left hand comes down. Now inhale into three-legged dog. Exhale, three-legged chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Starting with the left side, inhale, come high on the toes. Bend the knees, look forward, step or float. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. High mountain rise. Exhale, hands to the heart space. Left knee into the chest. Peace fingers wrap around the left big toe. Let's extend left leg out. And then slowly open up the hip. Lean forward. Let go of the left leg. Circle the left leg all the way around. Left hand finds the floor. Right arm reaches up. Right foot steps over the left leg. Fallen star. Bend the right knee once. Exhale. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, right hand comes on the mat. Down dog, figure 4. Left ankle crosses over the right knee. Wild thing. Exhale, lower the hips once. Inhale, lift. Left foot steps to the top of the mat. Reach both arms forward, power lunge. Airplane pose, exhale. Right knee into the chest. Let's bring the peace fingers, the right hand around the right big toe. Extend your right leg out. And then for dancer, slowly bring your right knee beside the left knee. Try to keep the right hand connected to the foot the whole time. And slowly find your dancer's pose. Let's release, warrior 3. Exhale, half splits, airplane wings. Right hand comes behind you, side bend. Left arm reaches over the left ear. Push into the right hand, extend your right leg out, fallen star. Exhale, bend the left knee once. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, left hand comes down, down dog, figure 4. Right ankle crosses over the left knee. Into wild thing on your left hand. So right hand lifts off the mat. Lower the hips once. Inhale, lift. Right foot steps to the top of the mat. Power lunge. Airplane pose, exhale. Left knee into the chest, inhale. Figure 4, exhale. Peace fingers, the left hand wrap around the left big toe. Inhale, straighten out your left leg, stand up tall. Back to dancer's pose. Into warrior 3. Back to half splits, airplane wings. Left hand finds the back of the mat. Inhale, side bend, right arm over the right ear. Let's push into the left hand. Lift the left leg, extend. Exhale, right hand comes down, this time three-legged dog. Into three-legged plank. Three-legged chaturanga. Back to downward facing dog. All right, we made it. That was definitely challenging for the mind, I think. So I'm very, very happy if you made it through. Don't worry if you got lost along the way. Maybe you want to come back to this one once you're a bit more familiar with the sequence. It might feel a little more flowy. Let's walk the hands all the way back to the feet. Deep breath in, halfway lift, and then we're just going to turn the feet out. Malasana. Closing the eyes for a moment, just rolling out the wrists. We're going to do a few little handstand hops. So we're going to place those hands just in front of us, like in the middle of the mat, and we're going to jump from Malasana to a straddle. So trying to spread the legs wide and just really actively kick them open. And then we land back in Malasana. We're gonna do 5. You can take breaks in between, or you can go a little faster and do more. All right, so let's push into the legs. Come back to Malasana. And if it doesn't look exactly like that, don't worry at all. Just do whatever you can. Again, progress is inevitable if you keep showing up. So just do whatever you feel your body is capable of doing today. Good. And if you want to hold it, go ahead. Last one. And we meet back. Malasana, good job. Let's come into a tabletop. Cross your right leg behind the left, and just imagine you're going into child's pose. So we're stretching the outer hips. And let's move forward, switch. So just cross your left foot, or left knee, behind the right. Feet are quite far apart, and let's pull the hips back towards the heels. Slowly come back through center. Let's walk the knees forward, come into a boat pose, but we're going to keep the knees trying as close as possible to the chest and the heels as close as possible to the glutes. And let's hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the hands and the feet. Reverse plank. 5. Fingers point towards the feet. 4, 3. And if that's too much, reverse tabletop is also good. 2, 1. And we do it one more time. So tuck. 5, 4, 3. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 2, 1. Straighten. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse plank. 5, 4, a little higher. 3, 2, and 1. Let's straighten the legs. Pull the flesh out from underneath the sit bones. Deep breath in, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your legs. And imagine that the chest wants to touch your toes before your head does. So you're really pulling the chest through your shoulders. Now let's reach the arms past the feet. And then one vertebra at a time. Tuck the tailbone. Let's round the spine as we come all the way down to the back. Chin into chest. Arms reach above the head. Exhale, again, let's round, so chin into chest. Come all the way back up. 2 more times. Round all the way down, vertebra by vertebra. And vertebra by vertebra, peel your back off the mat. Without using any momentum, reach past your toes, and then last time, roll all the way down. Let's bring the knees into the chest, and let's rock side to side. We're nearing the end of the practice. You can come into a nice happy baby, stretching out the hips, holding the outer blades of the feet, rocking side to side. And if you feel like you want to straighten your legs, go ahead. And let's slowly bring the legs together. And we're going to take a twist. Both knees go over to the right. Left arm reaches out to the left. Deep belly breaths. And slowly come back through center. Both knees go over to the left, right arm reaches out to the right. And let's come back through center. And give yourself a big hug. You deserve it. Let's lift the forehead to the knees. Hold and squeeze for 3, 2, and release. Coming into your Savasana. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it go. Now that we have finished moving, that there is stillness in the body, try to tune in to all the movement happening beneath the surface of your skin. Feeling the pulse of your heartbeat, of the blood coursing through your veins. Feeling the rhythm of your breath. And noticing everything constantly happening, keeping you alive, your life force beating. And just take a moment to witness and acknowledge how wonderful it is to be alive, how incredible it feels. And just laying here, soaking it all in, being grateful for having a body that allows you to do all these things, that carries you to places all over the world, all over your yoga mat. Being grateful for this journey, for this path that you're on, no matter what it may look like. You can stay here longer, or you can slowly, slowly make your way out of Savasana and meet me in a comfortable seat. Let's take a deep breath in. Reach the arms above the head. Exhale, hands to the heart space. And we're just going to take a tiny little stretch before we go back into the rest of our day. Let's bring the right hand behind the head, left hand on the right knee, and we're just going to side bend. So pull your left elbow down to your left leg, right elbow points up towards the sky. And let's slowly come back through center and switch. Left hand to the back of the head, right hand on your left knee. Rotate your chest open, left elbow pulls up towards the sky. And let's come back through center, hands to the heart space. As you go forth into the rest of your day, may you have peace in your thoughts, in your words, and in your heart. Thank you for sharing your practice and space with me. Namaste.